So I guess it doesn't play the sound anymore, which was unexpected. Wonder what happened there. Oh, I moved the sound file, so it doesn't know where to look for it now. Yeah. So I'll do a brief overview of what happened last time. Last time we went over the investigation for the 4th murder, and what we found was that Mekamaru had been killed, and we also discovered that so Mekamaru died in the Grape Tower, and the elevator had broken, so we're not sure how people were able to transport between the rooms. But then the game pulled something interesting on us, and we went into Nagito's perspective, which we had never done before. Yeah, Nagito did the the final dead room, which is kind of like an escape room. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool, just solving the puzzles. Even though some of the puzzles were silly and annoying. Well, they weren't silly. They were just, I probably never would have gotten them. But yeah. So, and then he finished the final dead room and went into the armory, which was called the Octagon. He saw a bunch of weapons, but nothing that he could say was the ultimate weapon, which is what they said was in there. We also, for our free time, we grinded out Gundam. We got this skill, but we already have cheat code. I'd rather have cheat code, I think. But you know what? It wasn't a waste because we got to spend time with Gundam. Because that's what it was really about. It was about the friendship that we shared. You know? What else can I get? I got 10 points. Oh, you know what? Let's just go. Whatever. Whatever. We're fine. We started Sonia's free time. Oh yeah, I started Sonia's free time as well. Oh yeah, what did we learn about Sonia? That she really loves Japanese dramas. Dang, we did 3 with her? That's crazy. She loves Japanese dramas. We learned about Novoselic Kingdom and the Makongos. Some of her weird traditions. Anyways, yeah, let's get into this class trial where... Actually, no. You know what? I want to look at the truth bullets and try and figure out what we've got going here. Alright, so we see the wire. He was tied... Nakamura appeared to be tied up when he died, which should be difficult since he's so enormous. He's got the goodnight button, in which he loses all his functionality. I assume the goodnight button was pressed and they pressed the wire. Or, no, they tied him up with the wire, rather. Press the button, tie him up with the wire, something like that. Oil on the floor. I don't know how this is going to be a truth bullet, but it just seems like this is his blood, basically. Man. This, to me, you should try voice acting the trials unless you'd rather not. Alright, yeah, sure, I'll try it out. See how it goes. Tipped over pillar. I feel like this is the murder weapon. I feel like this thing fell on top of Nekamaru's head. Unless it's just baiting me for that. It's totally baiting me, I think. No one could carry it. A lot of people assume that this was the murder weapon, but I don't think so because it's completely clean. It would probably be strong enough to kill him, though. Shane. I think this is really interesting. The clock's alarm timer was at 5:30, I think. No, the clock's... Oh, this is his. No, this is Nakamaru's alarm clock, sorry. Where is the wall clock? It started going off at what time? 5:30. Nakamaru went down at 5 a.m. You know what? I don't know. Let's just go. I'm too dumb to figure this out, so... Before I check, let me check the voices. Alright, so all the voices are down. Let's try to, we'll try voice acting this class trial then. Obviously, I'm not going to be voice acting the debates because those go too fast. Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you'll present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Just guess who the culprit is. You got like a 1 in 6 chance of getting it right. That's actually true. Alright, so Nekomaru's dead. It's not Nagito, it's not Hajime. I think Chiaki is a decent chance. He trusted Akane. I don't think it was Akane though. Akane's strong though, too. I think it's... I feel like it has to be Chiaki. No. Because I feel like the killer went through the final dead room in order to get the ultimate weapon themselves. And that's what they used to, I don't know, push the pillar or whatever. Or there's a thing that caused the huge boom, kaboom, when everyone heard it. I'll say it's either Chiaki or Kazuichi. Kazuichi just because he could know his weak points, but I don't think Kazuichi would be able to get through the final dead room because he's too dumb. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu! Oh no, not me! Harsh. Yeah, I mean, it's just the truth, man. Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right? I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I hate my voice for her. I'm going to be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth. Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding. I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me. Hajime was? With Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night! Imbecile. I'm not some woman with flexible legs. Is that what you assume? Okay. Oh, of course you're not! You're much classier than that! That's an interesting way to put that we were sleeping together and having sex. With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy. We just happened to run into each other on the first floor Grape House. I went to the tower together. And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body. The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over. We heard the body discovery announcement too. From Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck. So we decided to go to the tower for the time being, and head for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that. Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone. Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House. What do you mean, definitely? There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess. I'll break all of you in half. Dang. I believe she could do it too. You're the cruelest one here! Now, enough with the lover's quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions. The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions. So let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon! Even Miss Sonia can... I thought you're like making fun of her now, man. Huh? Well, the weapon is obvious, right? Huh? What the heck, you guys? The weapon, you can totally tell just by looking. You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the mallet. I'm not gonna be voice acting this part. That pillar, huh? No, the hammer. I'm probably gonna be shooting that one, but let's just look at all the options here. There's a prize beating. No. The hammer in the tower was a weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but... Alright, let's just skip to it. Easy. Alright. So far, so good. I don't want to get destroyed by the class trial. Wish I might, though, still. No. I can't accept that that hammer was a murder weapon. Why not? Why can't you accept it? A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? And if the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it, at least. But that hammer was clean, so that's why you can't accept that it's a murder weapon. Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later. Why? Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon. Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer. You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta. Baby gangsta? Me? Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys. Got him. I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something. It seems that was a waste of time. Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru? The pillar, right? That's a problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon. Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right? The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, it's a broken pillar. Soka! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar. Then that pillar is a weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar. Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon. Why? We tried to move it, right? It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you? Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar. Huh? What are you talking about? Nekomaru, obviously, dude. Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy. So I lifted the pillar. And then what? Did he use it to beat himself? You mean Nekomaru killed himself? Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide. Then even Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar. It has nothing to do with the case at all. Well, I guess you're right. What the heck? But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. By the way, the fourth murder, the killing, school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide. But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of. There may be a way to use a pillar as a weapon without lifting it. Huh? For reals? Yes, for reals. No, that's Sonia. Yes, for reals. I see. So my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was a murder weapon. Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go. Okay. The boom. Good night button. Oh man, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, it's pillar fragments again. Pillar fragments. A lot of small pieces of stone were scattered underneath Nekomaru's body. However, there are no fragments on top of his body. Oh, right. So it can't. Probably wasn't the pillar in that case. No, that might be the one I have to shoot. I just wanted to make sure though. Oh yeah, I'm gonna refute Sonia's statement. The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar? Is that really it? That is what I thought. I got debated. Zoka! If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body. Huh? Fragments? The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead. I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad. If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar? How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already! There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar. Why are you so certain about that? I just have a feeling. A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts. But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? Huh? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it yet. What is that other way then? Is that true? I shall ask you, what way is that? You guys are the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent, and you all intend to fight the Future Foundation. You make me laugh. What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you, so I guess I should lend a hand. Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore? I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame. Huh? What do you mean? Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill. Wow. Oh. Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible. A specific item? Of course, the ultimate weapon. Ultimate weapon? Isn't that thing you get when you clear the final dead room? So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is? Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know? Have we? What is this ultimate weapon? Can't think of it. We've seen it? That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon. You are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark demons of destruction. I see. I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse. Huh? The secret of the funhouse? You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? The ultimate weapon, another pillar. Yo, they use the one pillar as a baseball bat to hit the other pillar. That's how you use it. Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys. Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. The structure of the funhouse. The structure of the funhouse, huh? Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower. And Grape House leads to Grape Tower. Interesting. Okay, right? But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. Okay. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse. Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing. For sure. I shall leave this matter to your discretion. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. It's gonna be the compass from Strange Feeling in Tower? What is the Strange Feeling in Tower? Let's check it. Okay. Regardless of whether you enter the tower from Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall, the placement of Nekomaru's body, the tipped over pillar, the oil stains, and even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged looked exactly the same. And what am I trying to refute here? That's not the same building, or... Because I feel like this makes it seem like it is still the same building. But almost like you're coming from the exact same side, you know? Alright, let's just keep looking at Goodnight Bun, tripped over pillar, no. Fuyuhiko's account is related to Nekomaru's time they went down, so this is not it. He saw Nekomaru come down at 5 a.m. Wall clock, no, because that went off at 5:30. Broken doorknob? What's the broken doorknob? Doorknob found under the tipped over pillar. The screws at the base are pulled out. And there are some scratch marks on the knob itself. One of the doorknobs from the far back of Strawberry House is missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to that door. I think it's the Strange Feeling in Tower, right? It's gotta be. It's weird to say that they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the design on the floor are also different. We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia. This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here. So it's probably... In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the same place. Yeah, okay. Both of those towers, are they really the same place? Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland? Dang. Hajime! I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion! I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall. Or in front of the door to Grape Hall. It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see, that means it could have passed as the exact same place, right? If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much. If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again. Oh, alright. Truth blade time? What are my truth blades? Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body. No one was there, Sonia. While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time, even if they tried to move the body inside the tower. Then Monokuma did it. Monokuma won't do it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around. But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too? If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there's no bread, let them eat cake. I guess that is related. My truth blades are wire, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar, broken doorknob, right? I think. No! Oh, I'm so bad at these. I swear I hit that. Oh well. As expected of a princess, she's overcoming any arguments with great confidence. My arguments with great confidence. I need to counter her remarks and wait for an opportunity to refute her. Broken doorknob. Advance. Okay. So moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think? Oh no! I couldn't even get a chance to read them! I'm just spamming. No, there's definitely a hole in what she just said. I need to show her the evidence that contradicts that. Wielding the power of the futuristic robot bear. No, it's not that one. No, there's definitely a hole in what she just said. I need to show the evidence that contradicts her. It's not the one that I was trying to do. It's not the first one. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. No! Shoot. That is an odd apple of an assumption. There's no way I can understand what you're saying. Damn it, I won't be able to cut these Sonia's rebuttal with this. I need to think it over again. Alright, I need to look at my truth blades again. Chain. Oh, it is a chain, right? Yeah, it's a chain. Okay. It's gotta be the chain. Ow. Whoops. What? Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm really bad at these. I'm really bad at this one specifically. This is my worst one by like a long shot. Pillar fragments, broken doorknob. That's definitely what she said. Wire. What's the wire say? The wire just says. No. What else is there here? Oil on the floor? What does oil on the floor say? I don't even remember what she's trying to argue against me with. I'm trying to say that they're the same. That they're. There's definitely a hole which she said. I need to show the evidence that contradicts that. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is just. Oh, that's Monokuma. No. Okay. Maybe that was it. I don't even think it even tried to hit. Chain. It's gotta be the oil on the floor, I think. I think I just missed it. Okay. Gosh, I'm so bad at this one. I don't like that one very much. I think that's my least favorite one. Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor. Okay, I see. That's what we're talking about. I forgot what we were talking about, to be honest. Huh? When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it. That one is definitely something. Yeah, I just don't like it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up. It's alright! How fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch! So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building? I think they are the super same building. We can't be certain of that either. Now when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success. Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building. We thought if they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Hey, Nagito.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine, I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a freaking hint!
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him? But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action and learned it in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about the life-threatening game? I should have said Monokuma Taichi. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there's a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery? This is what I've been waiting to see this.
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. Show us.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But, don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
What doesn't make sense in this picture? I mean the trees, right? You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angle suggests it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Nagato said there's a lot of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? It's a tower. It's a tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. That's what we've been thinking all along. Which means it's not natural at all. Don't you agree? Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. Is it the horizon? The sky? Yeah. Because there should be something on the other side if there is more strawberry and grape stuff. If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not. Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking, now that you finally met the same requirements as me. If you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Yeah, when he came out from the other side.
Why, hello there, Hajime.
Nagito, why are you here?
Because I showed up.
You showed up. How did you even come here?
Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
The top floor? So, the third floor? But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of the Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the fun house's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. So is Grape House just under Strawberry House? Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Logic dive. Alright. What are my buttons again? Y is jump, B is brake, L is accelerate. Okay? It's accelerate. Oh, don't want to hit that. I almost wanted to hit it. Oh! What? Come on! You joking me? The Strawberry House and Grape House both exist. They exist. Whew. Okay, got it right. Oh, oh, come on! Oh! Why'd you do this to me, game? I just want to go fast, and you won't let me go fast. Look at that combo, sick. Are Strawberry Hall and Grape House the same building or two different buildings? They're the same building. I'm going slow. I'm gonna go slow here. Nice. We're going good. It's the best I've done on Logic Drive. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Vertically. That's why okay, that's what I just said, basically. Whoops. Alright, sick jump. Oh yeah. Hype. Got it! 3 for 3! My first time, I think. That's embarrassing. I got it! I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer would you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There's only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors.
So when you switch the building, or when you take the elevator, you just go down, basically, and maybe you're spinning a little bit to change your orientation, and then the floor of the tower also goes down, so that whatever was on the floor will stay when you go back, when you change floors again.
Same building, different floors.
Then, the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located. Where Strawberry House is located, the floor is above Grape House. Soka! On top of Grape House, that's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House. This means the first floor of Strawberry House. Yeah. Oh snap! I never realized that the two houses were connected vertically. No one did.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right? It never occurred to us that they were the same building, because it was structured with 2 different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid on top of each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kumad! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a funhouse?
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
And what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors of the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
It's like an elevator.
Ah! You precious hammies don't know, but it's so simple. Alrighty then, I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Alright, Chain? One of the bodies is a dummy? No way. You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy that's with French spare parts.
Pure magnificent, Gundam.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was a fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer really prepared it in advance? No way. But is something like that even possible?
I saw this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in the tower was actually a dummy. Um.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be the chain. No? What is it? Chain on the door. Is that what that was? Yeah. Wire. It's probably wire, actually. What? Dang.
Oh, you're not making any sense. You got something to say? Just say it.
Damn it, I won't be able to shoot through the contradiction with this. Wire, wire. Alright, so the things we have are good night button. Good night button, the wire, the chain. I'm trying to refute that there's two Nekomarus. What I think. I feel like I'm going to be using, like... I feel like it's got to be the chain. No, that doesn't really contradict two Nekomarus. Good night button, maybe? No. Okay. I don't know what I'm shooting at. I'm just kind of guessing at this point. It's like brute forcing. Healing up. I wonder if I can flashback. Flashback Gundams. I'm gonna try and use this one. I'm not sure though. Sound like this is even possible. I mean, Gundam already said that it's probably possible, so this might not be the answer. No. Okay. Mechanical body is what Gundam is saying. Maybe it's Monokuma File. That's one of them, right? Yeah. One of them was a dummy. No! I actually don't know. One of them was a dummy. I'm probably going to refute that one. But how do I refute it? Unless I'm refuting mechanical body. I think I'm refuting Kazuichi though. Personally. With a mechanical body. What is the answer here? Killer was able to enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. No. This shouldn't have anything to do with what we're talking about here. That I can think of. Died with a mechanical body. It's true. He's not wrong. What am I refuting? I'm definitely refuting Kazuichi's. That it was a dummy. What am I refuting with? I shot him with the goodnight button, the wire, I think. I don't know if I've tried Shane yet, though. At this point, it's just kind of brute forcing it. Shane? Is it possible? I'm not sure. Really not. Broken doorknob? How does a broken doorknob refute anything related to Nekomaru being a dummy? Doorknob found on the typical pillar. Shane, broken doorknob, strange feeling, and tower. Wire. I don't know. I kind of want to look it up, but it's a little annoying. Dummy of Nekomaru's body exists. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? What about something that confirms that the killer did not prepare for it in advance? Where's the chain? These doorknobs are both here. At the back of Grape Tower. Probably the doorknob then. The doorknob makes it seem like it wasn't planned in advance. Right? No, okay. That doesn't, I mean, that doesn't make sense that would refute that, but... A strange feeling in tower? No. Maybe I shoot this one at Gundam? No, okay.
Yes, you're right. But technically, Nekomaru isn't a machine. He's a mechanical organism. Magnetic field was unleashed at the time the meteorite landed, causing a bizarre reaction from the machinery.
I'm stuck. Something to prove that he is not a dummy. I already tried the wire, right? I mean... Yeah, okay. Wire. Goodnight button. McDale, help me. Give me a hint if you're in here. Donut on the tipped over pillar. One of the donuts from the far back of the strawberry house was missing. This donut was originally attached to that door. The chain was wrapped around the handles of the door at the back of Grape Tower. For some reason, the killer was able to enter the tower from the Strawberry Hall. I don't know. I'm so stuck. Nekomaru's body and left leg were tied with a metal wire. The tip of that wire was also tied into a loop. Button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. When this button is pressed, all of Nekomaru's functions cease and he is forced to enter sleep mode. It's a dummy. It's actually a dummy. Why? How can I refute that? Man. Don't Nekomaru bodies exist, does that mean the killer prepared it for it in advance? I already shot that, I assume. I'm just like trying out different things at this point. Tipped over pillar. What does a tipped over pillar even say? Damaged area of the pillar was also stained. It was so heavy that even two people couldn't budge it. Maybe the tipped over pillar because they both had. If one of them was a dummy, maybe one of them only one of them would have had. Yeah, maybe the tipped over pillar. Okay. What? Oh my god. Okay. I thought that might have been it. I mean, I have to try broken doorknob yet? Alright, brute forcing this. Oh my god. You mean a fake body? With a mechanical body. Yes, that's true. So I don't deny this. I don't know. I want to look it up. Wire, goodnight button, tipped over pillar, chain. Chain was wrapped around the handle of the door at the back of the grape house. For some reason, the killer was able to enter the tower of the Strawberry Hall.
broken doorknob and strange feeling. Let's just try strange feeling, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. What? That was it. Oh my god. Interesting. Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account. What? Kazuichi's account? And even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged look exactly the same. Alright. Okay. Okay, whatever. I guess I was just focused on... I don't know. Huh? Me? Remember, when we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved, and that's when you said. Not just that, the parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? I forgot. Okay. So that wasn't a part of the original crime scene. Kazuichi disassembled him after. Disassembled him after he had already died, and then to look at like what happened. And okay, so that probably so those couldn't have been made by the killer. I see. I probably should have read the entire bullet. Even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged. Okay, yeah. It says it right there. Right up until that moment, you're disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy. Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story. Oh, Miss Sonia! That's a pretty harsh joke! You are joking, right? It's alright. Kazuichi's not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That is disappointing. What? I'm even more disappointed. However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body wasn't in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved? The body moved to a different floor? You can't think a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building? A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. It's called an elevator. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. What? You joking? Hangman's Gambit for elevator? Okay. I feel like I've seen that before. Huh. How interesting. And then I'm gonna delete all the ones I don't need for a while. E. Nice. How do I speed it up? C. Okay. Delete that. I'll delete that too. Elevator. I just destroyed the A, didn't I? That's embarrassing. Oh my god, okay. I don't know why they had me do Hangman's Gambit for this. I feel like I've... Alright. Hang on. What? Alright, shall we look at this dialogue again? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. God dang it. You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is that elevator anyway? It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower is designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. God. I can't believe it, like, they had me do a Hangman's game for that. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we can only enter from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I press the door button, it took a while for it to open. I see. We're basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator. Please hold on. The inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator. Then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower. Well, you can't open those doors, Sonia. Come on. Can't open it. Those doors don't do anything.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Except to mind game you. Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone. Oh my gosh, like, alright, do a visual again. There are two different doors. There's 4 doors total in this tower room. 2 on the bottom floor, 2 on the top floor. The 2 doors across from you when you enter don't do anything. They don't lead anywhere, at least as far as we know.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off. There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't. Why do we have to do that? It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common? Things that didn't change when we moved between the 2 towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing that these all have in common, they're all on the floor. Soka! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And? Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. Because that doesn't move with the elevator! Come on, guys! I'm triggered. The reason is because the elevator has something unique about it. What's something unique about the elevator? Only the floor moves. Oh my god. So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved. Only the floor moved. Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design. Then, where did the different floors lead? I want to say that they lead outside, but they're probably just for show. Just for show? Nor is something like that necessary. So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building structure. That's what I assumed too. I don't get it, but I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me! Take responsibility for yourself!
I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Swoon! Like, there's no way that's gonna happen! Stop with the tasteless jokes! By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain, you guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door?
Chain?
The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there.
You don't need to worry about that at all.
Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
I destroyed the button and wrapped the chain around the door just for that.
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hang on, you're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure. What a pain! It's fine already! Gundam, please proceed. You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? And so, how is a contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter. If the elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both doors should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? No, it's going to the other side, like, it is going vertically, but it's going like diagonally, so it ends in the back instead of the front. One ends in the front, one ends in the back. Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, Fiend. What does this mean? What does this mean? I agree. What does this mean? Man, I feel like these people are slow. I mean, I wouldn't have figured this out either, but I figured it out once they're talking about it. They're slow about it even once you're talking about it. If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape Hall, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry Hall, the tower was on my left. That's what Gundam literally just said. How can I break through this contradiction? The compass. It's probably Kazuichi's account, I'm guessing, or contact elevator. One of those two. Yeah, Kazuichi's account. Okay. Vertically, not horizontally. However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are on opposite sides, opposite directions.
So Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct? Alright, I just wanted to make sure that was the one I wanted to shoot. Connected vertically. The elevator should move vertically, not horizontally. Which is it's still going, yep. Contact elevator is behind you. What? The towers are in opposite directions? I assure you, when the elevator is behind you, each tower exists in opposite directions. I guess, yeah, okay. Hajime, your back is getting scorched. Dang, I made a mistake. I need to think it over one more time. It's gotta be Kazuichi's account, right? Spun 180 degrees. And it is still moving vertically. It's not moving. It's moving diagonally. If that. It's moving diagonally. Okay, okay. Okay. I am refuting Gundam. It's kind of vertical. I mean, no. I didn't make it in time. Okay, got it. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi? Huh? Me? Come on, you use the elevator while you're holding that compass Nagito gave you, right? Oh, that! Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needles rotated 180 degrees. Rotated 180 degrees? Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. Oh, that frame rate. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right? Thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park. Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know? And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally pretty practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear, so I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how they combine it with the pillar? So first we need to, I feel like we need to figure out which room he was truly killed in. Strawberry Tower or Grape Tower? He was found at Grape Tower, which is first floor, not fourth floor. What does that mean? Was he killed there? I don't know.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
You did find it?
What is the octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my, I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means. Wow. Why do they even have this? If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right? If I recall.
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve corps student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Oh my god, he's trolling.
I guess I should continue listening. Where's the place fitting of the name Octagon?
The place befitting of the name Octagon is probably 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Strawberry House is the octagon, but isn't Strawberry House four-sided? Everyone's staring at it. I was trying to click the yellow thing. I think that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, okay. Where's 8-sided? It's in Strawberry House, right? The elevator. Oh, that's the elevator. Oh, that's the elevator. Okay. Well. It doesn't look like it would be Grape House. It's in hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, what? What is the octagon? I do not see an octagon anywhere here. Oh, time's up. What the heck? I just lost. What?
Don't tell me you've totally given up on thinking and we're doing something else. Otherwise, there's no way you'd reach the time limit for such an easy problem.
Damn it, what the hell am I doing? I need to hurry up and think about it over one more time. What is the octagon? The place bearing the name octagon is probably... I don't know. None of these are 8-sided. Literally, none of these are 8-sided. Can I rotate? There's something that's 8-sided. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. It trips a lot of people up. There is something that's 8-sided. 1, 2. 13 seconds. The final dead room was on the first floor of Strawberry Hall, which I realize, which is right here. Which is why I clicked the first time. And then we went towards... Then we went into a room. We went into the final dead room, which is not the same direction as the tower. Where's where you went to in relation to Strawberry House? It was... So Strawberry Hall was on my left. Final Dead was straight ahead. In relation to the door, it was on my right, so it'd be on the right side, right? Like over here-ish? I'm just gonna click. You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room. I know where it was, but it doesn't show on the map. Is that really 8-sided? I'm trying to think. How is that 8-sided?
Why is that place the octagon?
It'll make sense. Okay. You know how the 4-sided Strawberry House is on top of the 6-sided Grape House? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape. Okay. Did it show on the map? I don't think it did. I don't think it showed on the map, which is probably what tripped me up.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the Find a Dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
It should have had a very awkward angle to visualize it. Okay.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too.
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
It's the entire funhouse.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
Okay, so many people get stuck there. Yeah, I bet. Okay, so obviously, the ultimate weapon that I thought was a physical thing is not really a physical thing.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon, such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Halfway done-ish?
Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call upon on me.
Oh, I can already tell I won't be pleased by this.
Then let me say it right away. Heh.
Oh, I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word.
Monami, is it serious? Stupidly.
What? Alright, you gotta go. Sorry for lurking. Alright, see you, man. Yo, are you streaming tonight or no? I guess it's a no, probably. I wish you were, though.
Stupidly.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stu Fatley, huh?
Are you streaming tonight? Is what I asked. Are you, yeah, are you playing Steins Gate tonight?
That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect chess game attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stupidly.
Oh, you got somewhere to go. Alright, no problem. Alright. Thanks for stopping by a little bit, for a while.
Whoa! There's a fat hidden in there?
I completely intend to stream tomorrow, though. Okay. We'll see if I stop by. I'll be in your time zone tomorrow. I'm going to Seattle, so... yeah. I'll be back on Tuesday? Oh, I don't know if I'll be streaming on Tuesday, but I'll be back at home on Tuesday.
Okay, everyone. All together now. One of me is a serious stupidly.
Anyways, yeah, okay. I don't want you to be late to whatever you're doing, but yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, have a good one.
Hello! I hope your day is well! I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so-what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out, for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently. I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright? Is it really alright to accept the situation so easily? I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure
Like, who's Mekamaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is a weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract.
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd just happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There's no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine then. It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know, Baka. Akane, he drew in waterfalls. Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not. Anyway, if the killer used a building structure, why don't we think about how they used it? How they killed Nekomaru. It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think? Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized a building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized a building structure? Fallen? Fallen. That's sick. That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
No way! So... Okay. So... I'm starting to get it. So the killer put him on Strawberry Tower and tied him to the pillar. And set an alarm, or got a bomb or something from the octagon or whatever. I don't know. Something to break the pillar down. And then there's an alarm, or like, I don't know, the detonator went off at 5:30 in the morning. Or did it? Because Nekomaru's time stopped at 7:30. But then, okay, once he was tied to the pillar... Oh, no, because the pillar is on the floor, so it moves with the elevator. I'm wrong.
Died from falling.
The funhouse secret is a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected. Then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling. Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from? That, I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. Obviously. He died in the tower, guys. You can push him off the fourth floor when the elevator is on the first floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the fourth floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. He should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now. If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. It's gotta be the good night bun, right? What's Akane's account? Heard a rumbling noise at around 5:30. When the elevator's on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor, huh?
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop. Hold on! Did you forget the elevator has sensors? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Yeah, it's a good night button. Which means the elevator would have moved either. That must be the threshold of the elevator. I need to make it clear so they understand that Nekomaru fell to his death. Looks like it's all up to me. I think that's the one I'm refuting though. That he was the censors one. Yeah. That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Katsuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest.
No, you're calling me a pest? A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Shocky seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? The wire. Tying him up. Yeah.
Just healing up a little bit. If you arrange it in a certain way, you can cause a drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious. Is it time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor. Seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it? Nekomaru is inside the elevator. How can you create a difference in elevation? Chain, broken doorknob, goodnight button, and oil on the floor. Tipped over pillar, and looking hammer. It's gotta be the wire. The hammer is suspicious. It's gotta be the doorknob on the floor. Yeah. So he tied Nekomaru to the doorknob with the wire. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Isn't that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied inside a loop, into a loop. If the elevator moved while that looped part hung from the doorknob.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it from the door on the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence! The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature, only the floor moves. By doing that, they created drops so Nekomaru could fall to his death. I hate these, dude. I don't want to do rebuttals. So what, they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that! Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
Because even if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. Clock long time. Radio clock? No. What? You joking? Just a little bit more and I can draw something out next time. What's clock's alarm? Clock's alarm timer. Okay. Nekomaru's used this alarm clock to recover from sleep mode. Clock's alarms were stopped at around 7:30. So this probably moved him. Yeah, that's probably it. Why can't I slash that one? Oh, I didn't need to. Okay, whatever. It's possible that he fell on his own. Why can't I slash? I don't understand. What? I couldn't slash. Yeah, I was trying to move my stick and the slashing, it wouldn't work. Whatever. What's overturned? See, I can't even. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I don't understand. I agree with what Kazuichi's wondering. It seems certain that a difference in elevation inside the tower is used to kill Nekomaru. I need to find the answer and counter Kazuichi's remarks. There's no weakness, no weak statements yet, so I can't slash anything. Okay. Okay. I hate this. I hate that game so much. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair? Oh, what are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up? He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru. If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, it's not like that happened to you. You would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so that it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew I'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that only even happened was because...
In that case, I shall use my full power! Ooh!
With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But...
Not yet. Here comes the incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Go!
But wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's a clue Nekomaru left for us to find. I see! So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death! Do you finally understand now? Yeah! It appears just as Miss Sonia said! I'm just a pest! No, I'm not just a pest! I'm a total fucking pig! Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so! No,
I believe you gave your all. Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So, thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. It doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
If it doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened was he collided with the pillar. When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it? Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
I see. I told you the pillar was a weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Now what about the alarm? Alarm. I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there,
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Has anyone died yet? Yeah, I'm doing a class trial right now. I guess I'll show you who died. Nekomaru, he had a regular body, a huge body. He's enormous, huge guy, but he got hit by a missile basically, and the person in charge saved him by putting his vitals in a robot basically. So his mind was he became a robot, and then he ended up dying or getting put out of commission, I guess.
Hold on, baby gangsta.
stop calling me baby gangsta.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
So he's General Grievous? Yeah, a little bit.
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
No, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning. Now that you mention it, so did I. There's no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left the Grape Tower before 7 a.m. And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it wouldn't have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. Now, how were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when he went to the tower at 7 a.m.?
That's why I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue for breaking through this contradiction. So the thing that probably happened was the wall clock. That's probably what I want to use in this one.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m. I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
That's true.
Nekomaru died because of the alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. It probably messed up with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it.
The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30, but we discovered his body before 7 a.m. I need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm going to break through the contradiction. His radio clock was very accurate. Clock's alarm timer. What did it say about the clock's alarm timer? Nekomaru used its alarm clock to recover from sleep mode. The alarm was set for 7:30. Okay. Radio clock is very accurate. Is what we saying? We're saying. So, the clock in Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with, not even to set the time. Okay. So I want to contradict her statement right there.
But the was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time of the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. It probably messed up with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Yes, okay. Countering her statement. No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock? Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with. The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks at the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me. We are not lying.
Then, maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Look at him blushing. What a scrub.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Logic dive. Alright, alright. Oh, please be a valid path. Okay, good. Jump! Jump! Question 1. Okay. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Who the killer was, where the murder happened, the time, and the building. The time and the building, right? Yes, it's definitely how problem solving works. Yes, it does. They misunderstood the time and the building, for sure. Yep. Okay, so got that right. This is how the class trials go, Glenn. It's like mini games. What? I definitely made that. Okay. It's like mini games, and obviously there are different ones. It's pretty fun actually. So I totally made that jump, by the way. What? I made that jump. I'm mad. I made that jump. All right, I'll make it this time. All right, got it. Okay. You fell through the floor. There's totally a bug. Which clock was tampered with? The building's clock. Just the building's clock. Nekomaru's clock is correct. Just the building's clocks. That's it. Yep. Okay. Oh! We making it? We making it? Easy. Let's go. Give me the next question. I'm ready for it. Alright, here we go. Question 3. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. These are easy questions. Though those jumps in the middle were kind of tough. I swear I made them though. The game's obviously wrong. Okay. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right for you, Hiko?
Yeah, now the clock's at the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks had been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it. Hang on. Interesting. Alright, so this is interesting. I think they didn't work very hard on their collision detection. Yeah, that's possible. Alright, so this is very interesting. So, Fuyuhiko, where's Fuyuhiko's account? Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru, the person who died, walking toward the first floor Strawberry House at 5 a.m. That was according to the clock that we had on hand. And then, Where's the, where's that sound? Oh. At 5:30, the alarm of the wall clock in the lounge on Strawberry Hall's second floor started going off. Fuyuhiko was at the lounge by coincidence and managed to stop the alarm, but Kazuichi and Gundam rushed to the lounge after being alerted by the sound. However, Nagito was apparently the only one who didn't hear it. So this alarm clock probably went off at the same time as Nekomaru's alarm clock, and this clock is 2 hours behind the actual time. Because Nekomaru died around 7:30, this clock says 5:30. So this clock was tampered with to mess with us. Okay. Anyways, so if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic.
By the way, Glenn, basically, we have to find the killer. If we don't figure out who the killer is, or if we get the killer incorrect, everyone except the killer dies. But if we figure out who the killer is, only the killer dies. So, that's what's at stake, basically. Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time left? She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify about how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. I'm guessing it's 2 hours off because where do we hear the boom? Apparently Akane heard a rumbling noise at around 5:30. This was probably when Nekomaru fell to his death. A metal man falling, so it would have been loud. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one. It's probably 2 hours off. Fuyuhiko's account, contact elevator. It's probably Akane's account, because hers actually has to do with the sound of Nekomaru falling. At the time of the building was all messed up, and we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
At the time of death. The time of death was clearly 7:30.
What? Oh yeah, no, that's right. I'm not refuting that. My bad.
What? It's the fact that the clock in Nekomaru's chest is correct, right? So he died at 7:30.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to refute you.
Instead of looking for flaws in our arguments, how about you try thinking a little more seriously?
I made a mistake. I need to think about it over one more time. My bad. Alright, let's heal up that health a little bit. Let's get back to where we were.
The time of death was clearly 7:30.
That's right.
The problem was, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard that sound when he fell. What? Wait! I wanted to shoot that. I wanted to agree with her there.
Or his scream.
It's not the type to let out. He's not the type to let out a scream. If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that.
Okay, so I do think I am supposed to agree with that statement that I tried to shoot at. But how much did the killer adjust the time inside the building? How would I even figure that out? Let's go to Akane. Let's go to the first one I want to agree with. I want to agree with this one. This next one here. Nice. I agree. Because this is what Akane heard. Akane heard it at 5:30, and then he died at 7:30. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise? Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake when I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell? Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound. We heard the noise too!
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well, that sound everyone heard. I did not hear it at all. She didn't hear it. How interesting. Why didn't she hear it? Why did she not hear that sound when everyone else heard it? Huh? You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping. I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs. There's nothing to worry about. What's more important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning. Huh? You can tell? I instantly woke up and left my room, and that's when I saw the clock in the lounge. Excellent work, Akane. If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of me. 2 hours. Soka! Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30. If we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours. 2 hours? That much?
We're starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. There weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time? The reason is obvious, so they could lure out just Nekomaru.
Oh, that's genius! I understand. So they could lure out just Nekomaru, because Nekomaru is the only one with an internal clock, while everyone else has to look on the clocks on the wall. Genius. Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you mess with the clocks and use a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure out only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is the clock's alarm? Or Tai Chi. Tai Chi. Yeah. That's it. The killer made use of Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning. Monokuma Tai Chi was 7 o'clock a.m. every morning. And everyone was supposed to go, but no one knew it was at that time because they thought it was 5.
How did they use it? We are required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at that precise time.
Then when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
if I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words. Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
jeez, how outrageous! I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi.
Oh! So he thought everyone ditched Monokuma Tai Chi because we didn't know what time it was. I remember seeing this statement and not understanding why he said it. Because I was like, Monokuma Tai Chi hasn't really happened yet. Or we were pretty much on time. Because we arrived there at 7. And then we see Nekomaru in this building. But there's 9 in our minds. Genius. I love it so far.
But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you're including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that?
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault? No.
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it, it's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh? Hey! How did that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a freaking liar!
You know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nakamaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nakamaru, the clock in the Strawberry House line started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. That's it. So that's what it was. If Nakamaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is a prime suspect.
No, that's not particularly true because the killer was probably not around when Nakamaru died. They put Nakamaru to sleep, and then hung him from a doorknob, and then he fell to his death when his alarm went off. So the killer might not have been here at all. Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time? I remember now! That sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room, but there's one guy who never left the lounge. We're both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room. Which means, that person does not have an alibi for when Nakamaru fell? Who is it? Who's the bastard? It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Who has an alibi for that time? Wall clock. Fuyuhiko was at the lounge by coincidence. Kazuichi was at the lounge, but Kazuichi and Gundam rushed to the lounge. However, Nagito was apparently the only one who didn't hear it. Nagito is suspect. It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? It's Nagito. The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito? That's right! Nagito wasn't there! It's just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko!
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you? Please, say something. I don't think Nagito's a killer at all. I don't think he is. If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you.
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak. Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't? You're definitely fucking lying! However, that is also true for me. So, what room were these where were Fuyuhiko, where was Nagito and where was Sonia? Where were they that they didn't hear this rumbling sound? Nagito won a deluxe room. The far deluxe room then? Nagito was in a deluxe room for sure. So was Sonia. Sonia was also in one of the deluxe rooms. They probably have better sound protection or sound muffling than the other room, than the worst rooms. It is obvious I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it. To be honest, it's not just them. Same goes for me too. Okay. Chiaki was also in a deluxe room. So these three are in deluxe rooms. Who's the other guy in the? Oh, Fuyuhiko is also in the deluxe room, I think. No, it was Gundam. Gundam and Nagito were in deluxe rooms, but Gundam heard it. Was it because Gundam was right next to it? He must have gotten lucky. Huh? I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all. Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know? Think about what the three of us who didn't hear sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling sound were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is, what these three have in common? Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? The answer is deluxe room. Hangman's Gambit. Deluxe room. Rooms. Okay. I'm gonna speed this up. Whoops, that was an accident. Misclick. R. I need an R. Dang it, I just killed an R. Room. I just killed an O! Darn it. I need an M. Need this O. MS. Okay. Whew! I was going fast. Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the chroming room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Dang.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
It's Gundam. Right? It's Gundam. Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is? Because Gundam shouldn't have known about the alarm. Because he was in a different deluxe room, and yet he woke up.
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. It's Gundam. No, I like Gundam! I like Gundam! I don't want to be you! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that?
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it. Why were you able to hear it? Hear what? I mean, you're also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm? Huh? Now that you mention it! Gundam? There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you're staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right? Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru head into the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in his sleep mode and tying him up with the wire. In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower. And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm at the lounge went off. And They were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey! What are you doing?
This ruckus. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice.
Don't go making all that noise so suddenly! But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down. If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went out to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but... How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam, please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this. Including myself and my 4 dark divas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right. I possess 10 ears.
Where's the 4th Dark Diva? Oh, there it is, in his arm.
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human.
Excuse me.
The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
He's sweating, dude. He's sweating.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying that it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part. I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Is he? Are we being baited into thinking that he is the killer? We haven't used all our truth bullets yet. Or have we? Okay, anyway, we haven't used all our clues, I don't think.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce? Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously, let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later and finish this opening act already.
Ah! You said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House. However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means, your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. And the thing to beat him is Nagito coming in and out. What? No? Hang on. Only means to travel between two houses. What is that clue? Nagito's sudden appearance. It's gotta be this, but I thought it would be that. I guess it's not though. Contact elevator then. Broken at Grape House. Contact elevator was broken at Grape House, which is correct. The contact elevator used to move between both houses was broken and no longer worked. It was apparently broken at the Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House. The killer cannot return to Strawberry House, since I was at Strawberry House at the time. There's no question that the following crime is impossible. It would have been different if they had an accomplice. A secret passageway. I want to agree with that. I'm gonna flashback that bullet and use it against Gundam. Contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. There's no contradiction I can't shoot through. I'm going to find out what that is. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll shoot through the contradiction.
The elevator was the only means of travel.
Secret passageway. No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method? Nagito. Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? Nagito, why are you here?
Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez, once again, I let the reserve course show off. But you're right, there's a door on the floor of the octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened that door and went down, surprise, surprise, I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of the Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted. Oh, another one? I hate these rebuttals. Okay.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That's merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with this scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Alright, Hulk. Oof. Oof. Hang on. I don't know what the I don't know what the correct bullet shot is. I don't know what truth blade I'm supposed to use here. Wire? Good night button. No. Tipped over pillar. He probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the octagon, right? The evidence that the killer went to the octagon. If that's the case, I should have it too. The key which dwells in the light that will break through the darkness. Wow, that's lame. Goodnight button, tipped over pillar fragment, clock's alarm timer, and radio clock. I don't see how. Right here? Oh no, right. If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion. I don't know what I need to use here. He probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it too. The key which dwells in the light that will break through the darkness. There's a weapon. There's got to be a weapon from the octagon. The wire. Because there wasn't wire anywhere else. The wire had to have been in the octagon. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all items that weren't in the funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon. If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm just gonna end this right now.
Hey, what are you?
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru.
Dude, this is a song.
The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which is supposed to be the meetup point, so he tried going over to Strawberry Tower. Just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise, Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, then what would the killer have done then?
The plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to the Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on. You. What did you say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I cannot ignore those words.
Why are you so angry all of a sudden?
You fools. Do you not understand? You don't understand at all. Ha! You make me laugh. After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all.
I don't understand anything? What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusionary assumptions. Or illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru. He had this 4 dark divas of destruction. Press the button. It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. Wahaha. If you want to set me up as a killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. And you have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you've requested, it's time for a bullet time battle. I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Let me just get these combos here. 4 dark divas. No, the 4 divas. No! I wanted the 4 dark divas. Alright, I'm gonna destroy him again. Whatever, I'm mad. I did 4 dark divas, not the 4 dark divas. The 4 dark. No! Reset! The 4 divas dark. I'm so mad. I'm mad. Alright. You're gonna die, Gundam. I'm gonna get you. I can't believe I messed up twice, though. This takes like 2 seconds to read them. The 4 dark divas. Okay. Quit misclicking? I know, dude! I don't know my buttons. Or I can't read. A little bit of both. If you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he uses hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox, Son D.
Ah, I press a button?
Truly, this is the Skyline Lamentation art of the Demon Mouse. For ha 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 ha! Soon, the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, With your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press a button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam? Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine, then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Alright, guess we're doing the closing argument. Even though Nagito basically already did it. So first, he changed the times on the clocks, and then he broke the elevator so that it seems like he would end in Grape. Who set the lounge clock's alarm? Gundam, obviously. But we don't have that. Okay. Who was in the lounge since early morning? Fuyuhiko. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? 5 a.m.? Well, that's not relevant. We don't have that time right now. Nekomaru goes into Strawberry House, and the hamsters ambush him and press a button on his neck to put him to sleep. Nekomaru's weakness is... we don't have that either. Okay? And so he falls asleep due to the sleep button. Gundam sets the alarm for 7:30 a.m. And the wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. He wraps it to... does he wrap it to the door? Yeah. The doorknob? Yeah, the door handle. Okay. And then... the killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? What did he destroy after leaving the tower? Nothing yet. I can think of. Okay, so he goes to the Grape Tower so that the elevator will go down. And Nekomaru is hanging up here now. What was the fake weapon left at the tower? The hammer, but we don't have that either. So Gundam goes back and sees Fuyuhiko in the lounge. Who gathered at the lounge? Everyone. And at that time, at the same time, Nekomaru's alarm goes off, and the handle breaks, and he falls to his death. Let's start from the beginning again, sorry. Just because we have more. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? It's the Strawberry Hall button door. Nekomaru's weakness is none of these. This time says alarm set for 5:30 a.m. It's 2:40 a.m. right now. Where's the hammer? What was the fake weapon left? Okay, the hammer. Who gathered at the lounge? We don't have that. Okay. Who heard the rumbling sound? Noise. They're all gathered in the lounge. Who heard the rumbling? None of these people. And Nekomaru's dead. Okay, so let's start from the beginning once again. Who gathered at the lounge? Nekomaru's weakness is his button, but we don't have that. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Not best time. Who set the lounge clock's alarm? It's this one, right? Yeah, okay. The hamster pressed it. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Not at these times. Nekomaru's weakness is his button. Who got at the lounge? Everyone here. That's it. One more. Alright, let's start from that one again. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? He saw him at 5 a.m. according to the clock. But it was actually 7 a.m. Okay, so do I not have any more over here? Good. Let's keep going. Okay, where are we at here? So, who heard the rumbling noise? Me? I did. That's why I woke up too. Oh, hello, Shane. How you doing, man? I'm just about to finish this class trial. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. It is a freaking weekend and I am okay, Han. Yeah, I'm happy too. I'm going to Seattle tomorrow with my sister, Angie and Christine. Christine's going from Cali, but obviously me and Angie are leaving from here. That secret being Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape House for a specific reason, which was Monokuma Taichi. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. But by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. Nice. Yeah, pretty excited. It'll be a lot of fun. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower instead. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the goodnight button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest at 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with the metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then they used a secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. Heh! And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, and wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to the room using the secret passage.
so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. Shane, we went to see the My Hero movie last night, right? Dude, there were a lot of high schoolers that we saw. We assumed they were high schoolers, and they were sold out. We were so mad, so annoyed. Jordan came all the way up here for it, and he couldn't even see it. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. Yeah, it does suck. But, I mean, that means maybe we could watch it over a weekend or something. Or maybe we could watch it at Nick's house or my house. I was gonna say his LAN, but that wouldn't work out because you and Jordan are out, so. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you. That's a really weird picture of him. If it makes you feel better, it hasn't been getting great reviews. Really? I thought it did pretty. I saw that it was doing really well. Splendid. Wahaha! That was splendid. For me, human. You did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll freaking kill you myself. I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me. Do you feel regret? Then finish it. Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka. My beloved deadly foes, let the voting time begin. Also, rate me being busy the exact wrong weekend in October. Yeah, that sucks, man. There's one that I did terrible in. Yeah, the 73, which is pretty bad, but I guess not that bad. A. Give me an A. A B? I'm so tilted. I'm so mad. Come on.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever. Crap, I bit my tongue at the most important part.
Ow. Biting your tongue is the worst. Alright, show me the punishment.
It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing fun house was Gundam Tanaka. Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with.
Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but
That doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Why do you want to talk to me? Talk to one who has lost. The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something. Is what I'd like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing.
Correct?
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Huh?
Nekomaru did fight, that is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost, and died.
Lost and died?
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
What do you mean? Explain.
Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all. Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened.
Yo, this is sick. This actually looks really cool. Even though it's like kind of like cheesy, it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty sick.
Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent, and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
A fight that risked life and death?
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me.
Huh?
If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Nekomaru really did that?
Since even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru. The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I nearly forgot this. This is great. What a comforting atmosphere. That's a great line. And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me? Wahahaha! I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka, heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I did not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance. Gah! Gah! You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid!
Shane, this reminds me of Kuwabara's voice. And last night, because we couldn't watch My Hero, we just came to my place. And we watched a few episodes. We watched an episode of Yu Yu for Jordan, because Jordan still hasn't watched Yu Yu Hakusho. So that was pretty fun. And then we watched an episode of Steins Gate for Brian, because I think he should watch that too.
In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you've got! Nekomaru Naide, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
Why did you fight? We were all friends. God, I love you. Yeah, Yu Yu is so good, dude. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of voicing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait! Are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. I've just been watching MHA and Nichijou. Dude, oh, you're watching Nichijou. What do you think of Nichijou? I really didn't like Nichijou.
Huh? Do you mean you'd rather die?
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on life. That's just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Cannibalism?
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
It's a good show to watch while I eat. Just super silly and lighthearted. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I guess I just couldn't get into the humor of it. I don't know. Maybe I wanted to know what was happening, but you're really not supposed to know what's happening, because nothing happens. Not something you could binge? Yeah, for sure.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
Are you saying that? Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you, fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But, even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
That belief is why you committed your crime. Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? Yo, what a god.
I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you, fools. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible.
Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that.
Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yay! Got it!
Okay, I'm so happy to be done with Gundam's voice. God, his voice kind of hurts me.
I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
But please wait. This is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Miss Sonia!
Please, I beg of you.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
The guy shops at Hot Topic. Yeah, he does. Gundam.
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Yes, I do not mind. However, word is it, my 4 Dark Divas of Destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 Dark Divas of Destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment. And now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh, uproariously. Oh man, I was trying to say that word weirdly. That is Gundam Tanaka. I shall stick with my evil until the very end. Open sesame, pandemonium. I shall fill hell with true hell. Ha 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 ha.
Let's give it everything that we've got. It's punishment time!
Finally, gosh, my voice is killing me right now. Gundam Tanaka Stampede. No, the 4 Dark Divas of Destruction. Don't die. I don't want. Okay, they will survive. Dude, he's casting a spell, dude. Let's go, Gundam. What? It actually pulled it off. This guy's a madman. Oh, rip. No. The 4 Dark Divas of Destruction. Gundam Tanaka, the ultimate breeder. He's dead. Gundam was a fun character, even though he was like, he's really like silly and like delusional. That's what makes him fun though. He's like Okabe and Steins Gate a little bit. Gundam, no, no. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep within our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that. Damn it. Damn it! I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something. You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it. Why am I so weak? It's such a downer, clearly. But still. Even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best. You are right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not, Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
So how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Oh, hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue? Now then. Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food. Oh, hold on a sec! That mood shift is too damn fast! Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right?
She's certainly something else.
But seriously, I'm starving. Then, let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want. There should be a spin-off of this game where you just actually murder everybody. As in me, the main character. It'd be fun if we could try and come up with crimes that other people can't find who the culprit is. That'd be actually pretty fun. It'd be hard. And then, let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our very best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. Who? Who? I'm trying to think. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Nagito did? What?
Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so much valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Ooh. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. I guess they're too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven.
I don't know what he's talking about. Wait, maybe I'm not supposed to.
There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life. For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
All right, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Thanks for coming.
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight too? So what's up? Your face looks scary.
I see, so you can tell.
Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is?
You know me well.
Who is the traitor?
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet.
Oh, he doesn't know who it is yet. Dang it.
I see. So even you don't know. Uh-huh. Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time. So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room.
Oh yeah, what about it?
There's information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
What's weird?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right? But this file contains documents that were created at Host Peak Academy, right?
That's right, I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Host Peak Academy?
Poo poo poo. I wonder.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? It makes my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right?
That's not my point. My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
What's wrong with that? Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
The existence means nothing, huh?
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff.
That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Cooperation?
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep, yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too.
Well, I knew you would say that.
Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Just as I thought, you saw right through me. No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist.
Poo poo poo! You're right! You're a true believer of hope after all! I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Ooh, Makoto Negi from Danganronpa 1.
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Am I? Actually, I think I'm very lucky.
Huh?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that can even be called ultimate hope.
Poo poo poo! The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you. Who are you waiting for on this island?
Huh?
Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island? Well, answer my question.
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, poo poo poo, wouldn't that be exciting?
What's the countdown at? What are we at right now? Five days, 11 hours, 13 minutes. It's happening soon. We still don't know what this is for. The Ultimate Robot's Dream of Clockwork. Chapter 4, End. Survive its students? 7. Danganronpa. Alright. Ooh. Oh, his earring. Hellhound earring. That's right. Dang. Poor Gundam. I like Gundam, though. Alright, with this, I think I'm gonna be done. This is a long stream already. 3 hours, 15 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. It's fun. It's actually a really good case. I didn't expect it to be that great. Have a good one. Oh, thanks, man. You too. Thanks for watching, man. And yeah, Glenn and Shan, thank you for watching. Is that Philip K? Is that a Philip K. Dick reference? I don't know. What is that? A Philip K. penis reference. I don't really know. I don't know what that means. I don't understand. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Oh, the chapter name? Is a novel. Do ultimate robots dream of clockwork? Oh, it does seem like that probably is, right? A novel by Philip K. Dick. I understand. I thought, since you didn't capitalize Dick, I didn't know. Oh man, I'm sorry. I probably look really dumb right now. I am kind of dumb. Especially when it comes to that stuff. I'm sorry. That is probably a well-known novel that I do not know of. Anyways, I'm sorry for my ignorance. I'm gonna head out. Thanks for watching, guys. Mobile keyword lol. Gotcha. Alright. See you guys again.